let's just dive into a painting video. This is a beginning painting video. We'll go to File and New. We'll create a US paper. We want it to be landscape rather than portrait, so we'll take and put this at 11. We'll make this one be at 8.5. We'll say OK. Now we have our canvas. We're going to start out, we're going to make a few different layers. Our first layer, we will use a brush. We'll start with a brush. We'll come over and we'll try to find a brush that we'd like to use. I don't see one, so I'll go over here and I'll add my calligraphy brushes. I'll append this and I'll look down and I'll use this one right here. And I can see that that's not nearly large enough, so I'm going to use a right bracket and increase the size of my brush. I'll come in and start out by finding a color. This is going to be a mountain, so I'll make it a dark brown color. And I will start in and draw this mountain up here, bring it down, take and make another one that's a little bit higher, bring it down, and I'm going to finish up painting the entire area with this large brush. If I'm not happy how the mountains look, I can always come back in here, raise them up, make them look a little bit higher, bring them off, and there we go. I think that's a little bit better. Now we're going to go for our next layer, and that's going to be some grass or some cover. We'll make another layer. We'll come in, change the color. We'll make it some sort of a green. That ought to work. And now we're going to come in and we're going to make this area down below a little bit softer, and it's a green color. Next, we want to add some clouds to the sky. So we'll come in, make another layer. This time we're going to change brushes. We're going to find a brush that might look a little bit more like a cloud. I'll just come into that one. I'll enlarge it by going to the right bracket and see what it looks like. Let's click on there, enlarge it. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll be fine. Now let's change our to a sky color. At that point, we'll be ready to add some blue to the top of this. We'll have kind of a cloudy show, except for the blue that's right here showing through. Maybe add a little bit more color to that. We'll come in with some gray, maybe a little lighter gray, and this will add a little bit more depth to my sky. Now I'm ready to have a little bit of a sun come in. I'm going to make that come up over the edge there. So we'll start with a shape. We'll go to a ellipse tool. I can go with that shape, or I can just go into the brushes. Maybe I'll just go to the brush tool and choose a round brush. That ought to work pretty well. We'll get a hard round brush and we'll adjust the size by using the left bracket again. Sorry, I need to click that. Control Z. I'm going to adjust that. That looks like that'll be about right. I'll make it a little bit bigger. I won't have the whole thing in the picture. Maybe something like that. Change the color to maybe a orange, bright orange or red. Add this in place. There we go. Now you have mountains, you have clouds, and you have a background. We'll stop right there. We'll add trees and other things in the next video. Thank you.